remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create. But before going to the lamb chops, I had to prepare something first. Some sort of sauce. I'm going to make it somewhat rustic. So I have a tomato which I chop. I have about 5 teeth of garlic which I cut in tiny pieces. About 1/4 of an onion chopped. Basil. I also have some thyme, fresh. I have some antichoke. I have some sweet peppers. Oregano, fresh. I already said basil. Containing some salt too. Maybe a little bit of pepper. And definitely some extra virgin olive oil. Italian. I also have some Italian parsley, which I'm not going to use yet. I'm going to chop it and I'm going to have it ready. So I have a pot, extra virgin olive oil. I had the heat originally medium high, then, before I put the oil. Now I reduce it to medium because I wanted the pot to be preheat. I'm going to put the onion, peppers, tomatoes, then to put some of the garlic. And I cut it relatively thick because I don't want it to burn. Artichokes. Basil. Fresh oregano. Thyme. Pinch of salt. And you can add some black pepper if you wish to. And you're going to let this cook for a bit. At least 30 minutes, maybe 40. It's up to you. It depends on how it's looking. You don't want the tomatoes to be too thick. So you have to let it go for a little bit, okay? Medium heat. For the chops, it's very simple. Lamb. I'm going to use a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to do this in both sides, by the way. And what I'm going to do, I'm only going to go with salt. And I have some Icelandic salt. And you got to do this in both sides. This sauce from Iceland, it has some thyme already on it. You can use regular salt with nothing. I'm going to go slightly generous. Put them there. And what I'm going to do the same thing in this side, okay? About 20-25 minutes into the cooking, you're going to notice that the tomatoes are soft. Same with the other ingredients. So what you're going to do, you're going to add your Italian parsley. And I'm going to make it part of the cooking process. Reduce the heat to low. And also, this is optional, that's what I didn't mention earlier. It's about maybe a tablespoon of fresh mint. The reason I'm using mint and modifying my recipe here is because of the lamb chops that we're going to be cooking soon. See, you want it thick. You don't want that liquidy stuff for this. You want something thick. So I have the pan at high heat, preheating, reduced to medium high now. Any type of oil would do. I'm going sunflower. And I'm going to cook this baby. Please know they're about 1.5 inches thick, so it's going to take about maybe 4 to 5 minutes on one side, and the other one it will be about 4 or so minutes, maybe a little bit longer, depending on the stove. But they're thick, so they have to cook a little bit to keep them kind of medium rare. It's about 4 or 5 minutes later. Turn it. Look how beautiful they look. Maybe let it go for about 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes later, now cook it for about 60 seconds. The fat side. Put them to rest. And let it rest for a while. Maybe minimum, I would say about 10 minutes. So what I have here is some tagliatelle, which is pasta. You can use whatever pasta you want. I'm going with tagliatelle. You can use spaghetti, whatever. And I have my pot, hot water, been heating up for like 3 minutes. What I'm going to do, I like to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, a few drops, not a lot, just a few drops. And add whatever amount I want to add. And I'm going to let these babies cook for about maybe 10 to 12 minutes. So I move my pasta to a different container. See how nice it looks? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my little sauce and I'm going to add it. I'm going to mix things up. And then mix things up very well. See how beautiful? Smells delicious. See? This smells delicious. You can smell the mint. You can smell the basil. Delicious. I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese on top before I plate the lambs.